It's Week 6 in the NFL as Baltimore welcomes the reigning Offensive Rookie of the Year for the first time. Can Justin Herbert lead the Chargers past the Ravens? Find out next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his second season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Play action. It's Herbert. Powering forward. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
The big play to start him. Has him at
It's Week 6 in the NFL as Baltimore welcomes the reigning Offensive Rookie of the Year for the first time. Can Justin Herbert lead the Chargers past the Ravens? Find out next on EA Sports.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. find other ways to move the ball.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Prochet on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them pretty darn good with it. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville. On 1st down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Here's Jackson to throw. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Dancing to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jerry Tillery. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Madubuike able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Out of the gun, Herbert. Short little throw to Ebron. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Landry now on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. Open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Odafe Oweh in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Hey, watch the ball.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short little throw to Ebron. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again
at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. And I guess the question, Charles, is... The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert now. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So, you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the 2nd half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back in at a 3rd and 10. Jackson steps away to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks...
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops. and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll roll him out right.
First down and more for Jackson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Come on, baby.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32.
Let's go. The Chargers first down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So the completion gets him just a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Here we go. Here we go.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Kenneth Murray, the Chargers' leading tackler, a rookie last year, in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.